Hi guys, welcome back. I am Stu and this is Build Your Own Six Flags for Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic. Build your own design of Six Flags Park. Either build rides from other Six Flags parks or design and build your own rides. Your objective, to have at least 1,500 guests in your park at the end of October, year 4, with a park rating of at least 600. So not a very difficult goal then, but we do have a very large park. We basically have a sandbox. Okay, so we are charging for admission, so let's raise the price up then. 40 is a good price. They might not pay at the beginning, but eventually they will. So what rides do we have? We have loads of transport rides, tons of gentle rides, tons of coasters, thrill rides, water rides and shops. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my research into roller coasters to begin with. After that we'll probably do shops or thrill rides. And I don't like the trees here. I'm going to get rid of them. I think I'm going to extend the plaza down to the pond or lake in the middle, and then I'm going to build something either side. I mean, it's such a huge map. I'm never going to fill this, but well, I'm never going to, well, it'll take me a long time if I do, but yeah, I think I'm just going to start building, see what happens, and see if I can work out how I'm going to do it. So we're at the end of the first year, so I've got, just after the entrances, I've got a kiosk and an ATM just down there. Then I've got a raised station, train station, as a placeholder. So this is where the first station is going to be. I'm going to put others around the park eventually. And then I thought, what I decided to do was, I decided that I'm going to build a proper big huge mega park. I'm not going to be able to do it all in one sitting, so this is going to take a long time to do. But I think for the first part we can just knock the scenario off, and then after that then I can work on it anytime I want, and then eventually then we'll do a part 2, and then I'll do another area and do a part 3, and maybe people could suggest what I should do in different areas or something. So the idea then is that either side of the path will be like a hotel complex. Now this side here, I'm not working on this side, so I think what I'll just do is I'll just put some cheap and cheerful coasters down just to get the guests to come in to the park, because we are still going to have to do the scenario. And then this side then I'm going to do the hotel, so I'm working on that now. So I've got shops, then I've got seating areas, shops and seating areas. The other side then I've got a looper. I've got 4 stations, one leads to the other, and then eventually then it comes to the one at the front, and then the coaster comes round. Oh, there you go, it's just about to go on its way, so we can watch that. And then it hits the boosters, and then it does the loops, and then brake run, and then back to the start. So starts aren't too bad, but that will go up when we build all the scenery. So the guests are queuing for each station, and even though like these guys getting on here now, all they're doing is moving to the next station and they're getting off, but they're still getting the same rating as if they'd been on the first coaster. So let's have a look at all the guests coming off. You can just about see the exit through the loop. No? Hang on, we can see these ones. Oh, there you go. We can see some of them jumping. They've come from one station to the other, and they're coming out and they're jumping. So what I wanted to do is, because we're charging for entrance and we're going to need to get more money, so I've just done this as a way of getting a load of guests past these shops. Now we've only got balloons, gifts and hats yet. So when we unlock t-shirts, I've got a space to put a t-shirt stall down and anything else we want to do. We've got the no entry signs to keep them going in the same direction, and then we'll carry on building the rest of the hotel. So I've got an observation tower and a merry-go-round, and we're just going to keep building up to the lake, and yeah, just see how we go. As I said, we're not going to get the whole thing done today, but we can come back at a later date and see how far we've gone. So I've been busy for the last year then, building more of the hotel. I like this little flat roof area here, and I've got the cogs there as if it's like an air conditioning type unit, and then a little doorway there for roof access. This is a bit very samey. At some point we could maybe colour it different colours or change the roof slightly, but for now it'll do. There was an issue with because the loops are here, so I've had to do something a little different. I'll probably extend that along as well, but for now, you know, it's not too bad. It's taken a long time to build with the construction tools available to me on Classic, but you know, we'll get there. Put a floorless coaster in, got the station quite long, got a block brake as well, so we can run an extra train. Just dropping down some rides just so that we get more guests coming through the park. I'm not really worried about the scenario goal. It's very simple. As long as we put a few cheap and cheerful coasters down, we'll be fine. But yeah, so it's going to take me a lot longer to finish off this hotel, but yeah, let's crack on. Okay then, so now it's October year 3. I've continued the roof. I've redesigned it slightly, the glass roof. I've decorated the first bend where it comes round and goes into the launch section. We've added a twist and also a few more rides, a couple of corkscrews and a launch as well, just to help with the guest numbers. Oh, there you go, we're about to go 1,500 guests, so that's the target. So any second now we're going to welcome the 1,500th guest. There you go. Been decorating the station, and I've just added a simple loop on the station just so we could open it and we can get a few more guests through. Above the station then I've added a path, because what I want to do is I want to have, when I build the hotel the other side, I want to have it so that it looks like there's a walkway between the hotels. That's something you do tend to see in real parks. It's something like they had we went to Euro Disney last Halloween. That's something similar that they had there. So I wanted to go for like a sort of a Main Street USA type feel that you see in the Disney parks all the way down, with all the shops on the side, etc. And then on the lake then I've just added a path all the way round. I probably should have put no entry signs down on that, but maybe I'll do that in the coming year. But other than that, it's an easy scenario. This is going to be part 1. Only a few weeks to go then until the end of the scenario. It is October year 4. So what have I done since we last spoke then? Well, not really that much, I suppose, it would appear. I added some flowers and things at the front of the park. I rejigged the train as well, so the train now goes all the way around the park. Only got a few trains, so I figure what I'll do is at some point when I get an area near the outside, I'll build another station, so we can have a maximum of 4 stations. So maybe we'll have one up here and one down the side there, and maybe there. Maybe we'll have it coming back in on itself or something. I don't know yet. I added some no entry signs just on the lake there to stop guests wandering around, because we were getting a lot of complaints from them getting lost and stuck and whatever. Yeah, and just some minor sort of aesthetic changes, some playing about with some of the scenery and things like that. I have run it on fast forward a little bit as well, in order to just get us closer to the end. It's not a difficult scenario. I just want to get this one knocked off, and then that way then I can start, I can get rid of these rides here. These are only here to get the guest numbers into the park in order to complete the scenario. Once I get rid of that, then what I'll do is I will start building a hotel complex sort of down this side, and then once I've done that, then I can look at building something, some different areas around the rest of the park. So if you've got any suggestions, one thing I'll do as well is I will rejig the back of this as well, because it would be nice if the back of the hotel did face onto a different area, maybe like a frontier land or something like that. That's something that you usually see in theme parks. I'm not sure about what I'm going to do this side, but yeah, it'd be cool if we could have a few different themed areas. It's something I've never done before. I mean, I've built big parks, but I've never really tried to have different zones and theme areas, and I've never really played with scenery that much, apart from small little areas or for challenges or something. So this is going to be a first for me, and it'll be interesting, you know, when it's eventually done. It will be interesting to look back on in future, to see how much I've improved on different things. So even coming to the end of this park, because this is something that's going to take quite some time to complete, it'll be interesting to see how say for example things I build up here compare to the things I've built at the start down here, you know. So I am going to rejig the roof slightly, maybe just here where you've got like all these little ridges are the same. Maybe let's have a look, let's see if I can find it. So this part by here, maybe have that coming up into a point and then down the other side, and then the same maybe by here or something, and just to make it look a little bit different, you know, break it up a little. But other than that, I'm quite happy with it. I'm not brilliant with scenery, so it is all just practice. And I think it will be quite cool to every now and then, when I have completed an area, when I've done enough to justify a new video, I can just show you what we've done, and yeah, if you have suggestions, I could show what I have incorporated from your suggestions. So only a few days to go then, and then this is the very last of the Six Flags scenarios. After this, expansion time. So there's two different expansions. There's the Wacky Worlds and the Time Twisters. I'm not sure which one we're going to do first. I'm not sure which one came out first. Whichever one came out first, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do them in order. It's Halloween, and we've done it. Stew! There you go. So now we can get rid of these rides just down by here. Although I may add a little section of Cheap and Cheerful rides just to help bring the guests in. Maybe when I build the hotel this side, I'll add a load of my mazes of certain death, just to help bring the guests in and help generate a lot of cash, because usually when people build mega parks, they do it without money, but I am doing this with money. So I've already got a massive loan, so we're gonna have to pay that off as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting, you know. It's something I've never really done before, so it'll be interesting. It'll be a learning experience, and hopefully it'll be some good content as well for the channel. So hope you enjoyed the video. It probably wasn't that interesting, but it's just getting this one knocked off so we can start building some scenery on the map as well. So if you did, please like and subscribe. Any questions or feedback or suggestions for the rest of the park, drop them in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Bye.